First of all, good morning, guys. This day has been building for probably 2 years to finally formally, launch and make this available for our members. So we're really, really excited. But before we, move on any further, we just want to go through acknowledgement of country.
In the spirit of reconciliation, the IMAA acknowledges the traditional custodians of country throughout Australia and their connection to land, sea and community. We pay our respect to their elders, both past and present, and extend that respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people today. Under the guidance of Reconciliation Australia, we have developed a reconciliation action plan founded on 3 core pillars: education, influencing positive change, and taking tangible action through our involvement with the IMAA program and other sponsored projects. The IMAA is committed to creating a safer place for Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples both within our network and more broadly within the Australian media landscape. Reconciliation is a journey, and we are on that journey together.
So we're really excited to that's our final acknowledgement to country, which we're really happy with. We've got Jake Thompson to voice over that, who's done a lot of work for us and consulting with First Nations. So let's get into it, guys. Yeah, we're going to cover off a lot of things, and I want to thank you all for joining us. We're going to cover off an overview, put some of the meat on the bones in terms of what's going to be covered, the structure of the course, the investment, the inclusions, the benefits, the next steps and the processes of how to bring it into your business. But first of all, the benefits of training. I mean, I made some big statements at kickoff about, $7 billion being spent on recruitment and only $4 billion being spent on training. And if those switched around, it would be a very, very different story. But it's valued by employees. So SEEK recently did a survey saying that 89% of employees believe that training and development is important to staff satisfaction, which is a no-brainer. It adds value, so its investment in your staff is critical. So a study from Deloitte's found that companies that invest in training develop higher income, so 218% higher per employee. So it just makes sense from that point of view. Retention, 32% of employees said the lack of training was a reason for leaving their jobs. So training keeps your staff there. And then thirdly, it's profitable. 21% higher profitability. So ultimately, it just makes simple business sense to invest in training. Why did the IMAA Academy or IMAA do it? Firstly, because you guys asked for it. We were asked to develop a training program, which there wasn't one for our sector. So we wanted to address the skills crisis. So over the last couple of years, we've been working from home. I know, and most of you guys probably agree, that we're an industry that learns on the job, and we haven't had that over the past couple of years. So it's really, really important that we address this. We get people engaged, we educate, we level and make sure everyone is up to a certain standard. Secondly, is level the playing field. All holding companies have detailed training platforms in place. We need to have one for our sector. So to make sure, from a number of reasons of staff engagement, to offering newcomers to our business, we need to level the playing field. Upskilling the future of our industry is really, really important. So just making sure that there is a base level of education for the industry, and we're constantly investing in our people. And then finally, attracting people to our sector. So those new starters, we're going to be attracting new starters through universities as we kind of develop this out throughout this year. This is it.
Introducing the IMAA Academy, an e-learning course designed to educate on the foundations of media. This all-inclusive training program features content for both junior and senior level employees. Our syllabus includes 8 e-learning modules, videos, plus podcasts from industry leaders and channel specialists. Subjects covered include the fundamentals of media, the current media landscape, and detailed overviews of 7 media channels. The IMAA Academy ensures that all participants gain a thorough understanding of the media landscape. Courses can be purchased separately or in one all-inclusive package, which includes the 8 learning modules and our Business in a Box training program. Plus, for every $1 spent on a learning package, you'll receive 10 Qantas points. So whether it's seasoned professionals or recent graduates, the IMAA Academy is tailored to suit different schedules and learning needs. Learn from the best with insights and advice from some of the industry's finest minds. The IMAA Academy, created by the industry for the industry. Find out more at theimaa.com.au/academy.
So what it is, in its core, is 8 modules of media. So there's 8 modules built by the industry for the industry. I'll go a little bit detailed into that. So all the channels are covered off. Then we go into the business in a box. Now, Gerard, a special guest today, is going to be talking about what the business in the box. That's your holistic kind of training for your agency. And there's Qantas business points built into it. It's multi-level. So there is e-learning at its core. There is a number of detailed reading manuals to go through. There is videos with the industry's greatest minds and podcast series with the thought leaders of the industry. So there's a lot to it, plus our partners' information as well. Our contributors, at least there is, I think at last count, 70 odd. Special call outs to Anthony Douglas, who's been instrumental. Alex Peckish, Ange Smith, who's been really, really instrumental with kind of bringing it to life. So these guys, and plus I've probably missed out a few faces, but most of you probably on this call have been involved with it in some way, whether we've bounced something off you or you contributed in a podcast or being videoed or just helped to build out the content. And from a contributors level, firstly, the industry bodies, all of them, CRA, OMA, Think TV, IAB, Boomtown, Premium Content, all of them have been instrumental with building this out and partnered with this, plus, the majority of our members as well, where we've bounced things off or just shared thoughts and got the feedback. So we really genuinely feel that, we've kind of covered off everyone's thoughts and opinions on what they wanted and how we do it. From a content point of view, there's a lot to it. I'll dive into a little bit deeper here. Firstly, Media 101. What we've got covered off here is agency overview. So this is your first step into suited for anyone to 0 to 2 years experience. So it's an agency overview. It's the foundations of agency life. It's the tools that you use. So what sort of tools you use. It's the agency landscape and the media landscape in general. And then we kind of dive into each one of the channels. So there is a section on each one of the channels. After that, you go through a podcast. You'll go through a filmed interview video section. You'll go through the reading material. Now, the first course is 11 reading documents to read. And then you do an exam and you'll achieve your badge after that. Then we go into the channels a little bit deeper. So first of all, audio. It covers off the overview of the section of how to strategize and plan, how to buy and optimize, reporting, the landscape, how to manage campaigns. And again, we dive further into a podcast series about audio. We dive deeper into interviews about what makes a good campaign. There's also more reading material and there's an exam, and then you go on and get that. And each of the channels are more or less the same sort of things when you kind of go on through to planning, strategy, buying, optimization, reporting, effectiveness, measurement. We also cover off some of the things of what's happening in the future as well. So we believe that this is the most comprehensive training in the marketplace. Once you complete all 8, you get the black belt in Kung Fu Media, which is the all courses completed. You'll start to see these roll out across LinkedIn over the year. The podcast series, we're really, really excited, but I'll just play about this. We did this in partnership with ACAST, who helped us out and put us up. We had dozens and dozens of industry thought leaders, and I'll just play a little bit of some of the conversations we've had. Corey, thoughts on the future?
Yeah, I think there's probably 3 things I've got some bold predictions on, maybe, let's call it. Maybe some of them are not as bold as others. But one is already happening, which is the natural next step after fragmentation is consolidation. I mean, we're already seeing our programmatic partners delivering more options within their one ecosystem. The last report I got from our programmatic partner, linear TV is on the cards to be bought programmatically sometime in the near future. So, once that happens, digital as a definition of advertising is defunct, right? It's just everything. I think consolidation, you'll be able to buy across all all those thousands of media partners through a single platform based on your budget and what you want to do. The second thing is, because of all that consolidation, I feel that there'll be in the industry maybe more of an emphasis on an understanding of how all those buys actually take place. At one point in time, clients were happy for us to run Facebook, get them to the results, come back and say, hey, we got you, X number of sales. I think that's changing, and now clients are asking more questions. How does it work? Why should we be doing this over option B? And the expectation then on us as an industry is to get a better level of understanding into how that tech works, what we're actually buying, where we're actually serving. Is it safe for the brand? When we say someone's viewing an ad, are they viewing it, or are they kind of scrolling past it? Is that counting as a view? There's a more of an emphasis on being able to explain that to clients. And then lastly, completely no idea, but when 4G came out, we had all of these new marketplace apps come onto the market because it was able to support the network on a mobile phone. Like Airbnb was only made possible by the speed of 4G. Curious to see what 5G enables. We got better phones, faster internet. I'm sure that there's going to be a new technology come out that changes the game again.
Thank you, Corey, for Murmur. The video interviews were amazing. We filmed these about a month ago. Steve Allen, I think we had 25 industry legends all talking. Penny Davies, Lisa, and then there was this is what it looks like. So let me just play this for you.
Welcome to the IMAA Academy e-learning series. This is Digital 101. As one of the fastest growing channels, in this module, we will introduce you to and provide you with an overview of the digital media landscape. In successfully completing this module, you will be introduced to the different formats and their advantages and disadvantages. You will also be able to identify and understand the fundamentals of planning, buying, and booking digital media, along with measurement tools for an effective campaign. This module will take you no longer than 45 minutes to complete, along with a short exam at the end. Enjoy your learning experience and good luck with digital. The main thing that makes a great digital advert, to my mind anyway, is relevancy. If we think...
And that's a little snippet of that. And we interview a whole bunch of different industry people on it. From a resource point of view, along with the video, along with the podcast, you've got your reading material. Now, with the first module, there's 11 bits of reading material to go through, ranging everything from fundamentals to the landscape, to the tools that we use, to the structure of agencies. And then we dive into the fundamentals of each of the channels, which we're really, really excited about. Also, you get a glossary that goes with it, just to make sure that we've covered off all the acronyms that go with our industry. That's a great handbook for the side of the desk. And then finally, all of our partners have put all of their assets and their training and their credentials all in here as well. So there's a multitude of different sources that your staff can go to throughout it. Finally, once you complete all the training, you must score 100% in the exam. You must listen to and watch the videos and do the 15 questions within the test. And then you will get your badge. The badging system, we're really, really excited about this. This will be available. And if you do all the courses, then as I mentioned before, you get the black belt in there. And you'll start to see these roll out. And it'll be, there's a special way, a bit of technology behind the way we're doing this as well. The structure, there's 2 pathways to go. Firstly, you can do all the courses. Now, when you do all the courses and you get the final all courses completed, which we recommend, it's a base grounding for any agency, whether you're a traditional, whether you're a partner, whether you're or a pure digital. It's good to know everything. So and understand all different channels. So firstly, that way you also get the business in the box, and it's very, very cost effective. Or you can select courses one by one and kind of go through those individually if you only want to do an outdoor course or a regional course. But again, we recommend for the holistic learning that you go through the full sign up. So who is it for? This is for IMAA members. So for you guys, built for you guys, by you guys. It's for our IMAA clients, so your clients. So if you've got a client and you want to educate them a little bit more, their marketing team, add some more value to them, this is a great way to do it. It's for our partners as well, to reward them for their support of backing the IMAA, and a good way of them for helping them with their training. And then finally, university leavers and school leavers. So this way we'll be attracting new people into our sector, and promoting our sector this way. And this is exclusively for you guys. I'd also like to acknowledge the fact that as part of reconciliation, we're all going to be offering this to scholarship to First Nations people, and we're just finalising the detail for that at the moment. But we're really, really excited. So this is exclusively for you guys, just a little perk, and it's just a cost as well. So as an industry body, and your industry body, we're a non-for-profit, and we've just got to make sure it washes its face, which we will. Now I have the pleasure of introducing Gerard Mannion. He is the CEO of ROLLOUT. Now, we spent a lot of time researching LMS systems, learning management systems. This is the one that we've selected. We believe that we've got, we've invested heavily into e-learning, which is the structure and framework of how your staff's going to learn and how your team's going to learn. And then we've invested into the technology around it. So how you go through, how do you manage your staff, so on and so forth. To talk furthermore, I'm going to introduce Gerard to take over from here. Gerard.
Appreciate it, Sam. I'll try and talk as fast as you do, and I apologise everyone for the photo as well. I just wanted to talk a bit about the platform and the partnership. Most importantly, it's been a fantastic journey. Really impressed that the IMAA has actually invested in the industry. That's who we'd like to partner with as well. So it's great to sort of see. I'll talk a little bit about Business in a Box. When we actually first started the process, we looked at just the courseware that was associated to what the Academy was going out with, and then really sort of identified what would actually support the rest of the business. It's great to have industry, recognised courses, but even better if you can round out the issue that we find that most businesses have when they need to train individuals, juniors or senior level. So what we've done is we've provided sort of ancillary courses. We've devised a range that focuses in on the juniors and also the senior levels, and then provides it. We call it Business in a Box. We've been doing this across industry for a very long time. Those will change. We'll update them. Sam talks about the fact that we've got support from the entire network, and the feedback's imperative. But to start with, across the subscription level that you've got everything that focuses in on providing juniors well-rounded sort of education program. Those courses, are associated with the skill levels that we've identified. We actually the provider of the largest amount of vocational training across the industry. So they're aligned to sort of industry AQF sort of levels as well too. But we really want to focus in on making sure that they were portalised. So it's not a large resource of content that's not going to be focused in on the jobs that they do. So they spend too much time on the Academy and doing courses that are not going to support. We've been really targeted in that process. The platform, which I'll just go to the next screen, the platform that is sitting on, and as you sort of identified, Sam, it's absolutely focused around supporting every level of the individual. When you log on to the system, and you can see that on the screen now, the way that it's actually structured is pathways. So individuals understand what they need to do to progress through the program, support, documentation. We've got an area in there around feedback. We've got feedback channels. It's reported on. We can provide you with detailed reports around activity. It tracks and measures everything that the individuals are doing as well too. So when you subscribe to sort of the Business in a Box program and across the whole Academy, really what you're doing is providing a very, very targeted, pointalized process for the entire group. That's why we're saying that the subscription model is much more focused around supporting the entire thing. And I think the pricing that you guys have come up with has been fantastic to sort of drive the activity across the whole group. We actually promote around the fact that individuals can collaborate on the system as well too. So as you're walking through the core media courses, you can obviously then jump in and do the range of other Business in a Box. We just see that this is going to drive the engagement. That also increases sort of productivity. We've focused the courses around making sure that they're doing that, but on a platform that's focused and totally aligned to the way that individuals want to learn in an online realm.
Awesome. Thank you, mate. Beck.
Thank you, guys. So Sam has our relationship. Sam's presented all the sizzle. Now I get to present the more boring and practical meat of the presentation. So starting off with how we're going to roll out the content. as we've mentioned, it's sort of every 4 to 6 weeks, there's going to be a course that's released, starting off with Media 101, which is launching as of today. And yet, excitingly, I've already had 7 sign-ups for the course in the previous few days. So from Media 101, we'll then move to TV, cinema, et cetera, With every Media 101 course, you'll also then receive the junior training. And Sam, if you just press the next bit and also some senior training. So here's a very draft, I could say, because things might change depending upon certain circumstances, unforeseen. But you'll see there's 2 senior courses, the junior course and all course. What's important to note is that with a senior course, so if you're putting through any senior members of your staff, they will also have access to all the junior courses, but the juniors will not receive the senior courses. So when you sign up in the registration, it's imperative that you click either junior or senior, depending upon what staff you want to access that content, largely because we don't want junior staff members to see some of the content potentially around performance conversations or knowledge that they don't really need to have access to.
Sorry, but can I just ask a question there? When you say junior versus senior, have you defined like kind of what would be classified from a junior point of view versus a senior, just so that we have an idea when we are filling it out?
Great question, Amy. So we're saying juniors are very much that 0 to 2 years. So new to the media or potentially might understand one element of the media. So they might know TV, but they don't have a well-rounded understanding of the entire media landscape. That's our definition of junior. And then senior, again, depending upon your organisation, but staff that might have managerial responsibilities, or again, maybe staff members that you want to help with their own development through some of the courses on offering.
Thank you.
Easy. So just going into, this is just to give you some visual understanding, because a lot of the questions I've been getting is how does actually the website work? How do I navigate to find the information I need? First thing first is, so the academy, the IMAA.com.au/academy, it is on our website underneath initiatives. It's the very first navigation bar you'll find. At the very top, you'll see there's 3 buttons. There's a login, there's a learn more, and there's an enroll now. Log in, very simple. Once you've actually signed up from the academy, you could then send your staff or yourselves to go through to that one, and that will take them through to the LMS platform that Jared previously discussed. Learn more, that's just where we're housing the document that you would have received if you attend Operation Kickoff, along with the video that Sam showed previously. And then when you click onto Enroll Now, next slide please, Sam, that will then take you down to the very bottom of this homepage screen. And as you'll see at the bottom, it has member and non-member. So obviously a member, as Sam spoke about, that is for IMA agencies, paid agencies, as well as IMA media owners. And then non-members will take into account any clients that you wish to put through the program, students, and then general public, which we'll be releasing at a later date. Going into the pricing structure and actually how the academy works. So Sam spoke about there are 2 learning pathways. The first one at the top there, you'll see we have our all-inclusive package. We have 3 packages on offer here. And the way we've actually navigated on how to determine the packages is based on staff. So you'll see, as an example, if I use the first one, $650 for the entire year, and that's 12-month subscription, that will give 5 of your staff access to all 8 media e-learnings, the business in a box, the podcast, the videos, the badges, and then all the additional resources that come within the handbook. What we sort of encourage you to consider about is that there's 2 options also. You can do a learner and a manager. So when you're considering your 1 to 5 staff, if you would like a manager to have part of access to this course, so they can actually have a dashboard to monitor how the team's progressing, maybe what training they've done, what training they haven't done, you need to include that within the 5 staff. And we also say consider your business growth. So you might have 4 staff now, but if you're looking at growing in the next 12 months, consider the next package up, which will take to the 5 to 20 staff. Again, very self-explanatory. That will give 5 of 20 up to 20 of your staff for $1,250 for the entire year, ex-GST, access to the course. So that's our first learning pathway. The second, as Sam mentioned, Sam, just back previously again, it's just the single courses, and each course is at $79 ex-GST. Now, this is the package for IMA Academy members only, And as at the top there, these prices are valid until the 30th of June. At that stage, we'll then reevaluate the program. The next element is the non-members. So those IMA member, your clients, students, and non-members, they have a different pricing structure. So we have discounted it so that our members and our media owners do receive a discount based on your contribution, also your importance to the IMA. So again, very similar, you'll see for a non-member, they'd pay $800 for up to 5 staff or $99 for the single course. So the sign-up process, so what sort of comes next? Head to the website, go to the navigation panel, which is /academy. As I mentioned, at the bottom of the page, you'll select on your journey. So for everyone on the call today, it'll be a member journey. Select the package that would suit your team. So either all-inclusive, again, consider your staff. It's 1 to 5, 6 to 20, 21 to 50. If there's more than 50 staff, just contact me directly and we'll advise you on the pricing structure for above. It's credit card payment. So everything on our website is now done via credit card. You'll then receive a click which will ask you to download the registration form. And then it's just complete that form, which again, you'll just fill out the junior or senior, or again, learner or manager.
Thanks, Beck. Just a reminder as well, there is Qantas Business Reward Points. So for every dollar you spend on it, you'll get 10 reward points with it. You can also collect reward points at the same time you're collecting your own ones. So your business, your agency collect overall reward points, and then individuals collect it as well. So it's just a little value add. I believe, Gerard, the application is free for this.
Yes, yeah, under the exclusive. So Learnt's an exclusive partner with Qantas, Qantas Business Rewards. Part of that is that we're passing on to the IMAA the ability to go and register for free under the QBR membership program, which is, I think, about $100, which is a great opportunity. We've provided that link. Beck will send that out to the group. Once you register that, it's very simple. Key contact, ABN, you get an automatic registration to QBR. Everything that you do can be tracked and collated through that, not just with inside of the Academy, but obviously everything outside. Those business reward points, if you do sign up to this, get assigned to the business. And the best thing about the QBR membership is that you actually get to use those across the group. So if someone wants to fly down to Melbourne, you know, you're going to go and collect the points and be able to assign it to individuals with inside your business. So it's not like a sole membership just for an organisation. It's designed to actually drive it across the group.
Fantastic. It basically washes its own face. Amazing. Just wrapping up everything, encapsulating, we've spoken about, this is a complete end-to-end training solution for your business. It kind of it encapsulates knowledge, compliance for seniors and juniors. It's a huge investment from the IMAA to make this happen. It's 2 years of and several grey hairs from Beck Colson. It is many late nights. It's, dealing with, 70 plus individuals, just kind of making sure all the industry bodies to make sure it's the most comprehensive in market. The content has been created by, and I think we calculated it as 1,065 years of experience collectively with just the people who have been hands-on with it, which is amazing. And that's just not my years. And we've collated, and it's been created by the industry for the industry. So we're really, really proud of that. And then finally, the Qantas Business Points is just a nice little finisher to have with it. So guys, that just kind of wraps up everything with it. Don't forget to log on to the Academy. Select the path and the amount of staff you want to do, make a credit card payment, complete the registration process. Now, what we will say is when everyone goes through the course and your staff go through the course, we are looking at ways of having graduation parties around the country. We're looking at ways, we know that we're talking with Think TV about a graduation party for TV. There'll possibly gifts and graduation gifts. So it's a long kind of journey just to keep staff engaged and excited about over the 12-month process. Guys, we open up now to questions. Who's got any questions? And
Sammy, I've got one for you.
Yes, DP.
Can you share that presentation?
Yeah, we'll send a pack out later on today or tonight or tomorrow morning, just with all the detail, recording of the video, the presentation, the leave behind as well.
Yeah, great. pretty clear there's a lot of work's gone into that. So well done, guys.
Thanks, Sam. Yeah, thank you, guys. And you know, if no one feels like asking a question now, please just email us or give us a buzz after this, and we'll be able to answer any questions.
And I will include the frequently asked questions because something might pop up once you read through those as well.
Thank you. Great work, guys.
Thank you, guys. Thank you
everybody.
for listening.
Thanks, Sammy and Beck.
Thanks, Sam. Well done, you guys.